Hello, this is Ken Ugert. This video is in response to a comment that I had on video 5. The viewer asks how to create a scheduling point on the home screen and how to do like a summer schedule, a multiple start stop on a single schedule. That's the way I interpret it anyway. But I can show you how I would do that. To create a link, what you're going to do is create a link to a schedule object. That's what all these buttons do. They're just linked. They just allow you to go to somewhere. None of those are linked to anything. If you hover over a button, that's what we're going to create, is a button. They'll tell you where it's going to go. So to create a button on any screen, you go up here to the edit mode, design mode. Let's see if we can get that bigger. Go up here to design mode, and you will install a Windows control, a button, and then it'll appear somewhere on the screen, and you can move it to wherever you like. Just grab it with your mouse. To make the words different, it comes standard with the main button. You do a right click with your mouse and select the display properties, and where the caption is, you can put whatever you want this to say right here. I will call it whatever you want. You can call it cat, dog, or whatever. It doesn't matter at this point. Just letting you know what this button is supposed to do. Okay. So that changes the name of it. To link this to a certain object or panel or whatever you want to link it to, you do a right click again with your mouse, go down to object properties, and it defaults to open panel. Open panel will take you to another graphic screen if that's what you're wanting to go. If you're wanting to go to a different screens showing rooftop units or something else. But if you want to open an object, which a schedule is an object in this case, you would select the drop down box and open panel, or open object, I'm sorry. Then you would come here to which object do you want to open, and you're going to have to kind of find that. Typically you're going to start up in the root area, and if it comes up somewhere crazy that you don't know where you are, I'll usually come down here to the network view, and then I go to the network of the school or the site. Then here's the main controller. You'll have to do some navigation and find out where they put these. They don't always put these in the same thing, in the same areas. To narrow it down a little bit, you can come down here to where the objects of type are. Right now it says all classes, so it's listing everything. If you want just schedules, because that's what we're looking for, open a schedule. You'll come down here and find the schedule. That will give you what schedules only are available in this specific controller here. So since we're going to do gym schedule, we'll check the gym schedule and select that one. And you'll say OK. So now that button, if we go back here to run mode, if I select that, see what it comes up as the gym schedule. If I select that, it will take me to the gym schedule. So that's the first part of that question. An easier way to do that is if you already have a button somewhere in one of your graphics. Doesn't like I know over in on another page I have a link to that same schedule is right here. If you have a button already set up somewhere else, you can just copy this button and paste it on the whatever page you want that to go on. So you can go to design mode on that page and select that and do a right click and copy. You're not changing anything on this page. Then go back to run mode. Go back to the screen that you want this to go to. Go back to design. Do a right click with your mouse and paste that button. And it already has the attributes that were on that other page. So it's going to go to the same schedule. It's going to open an object. It's going to have the gym schedule, same as this one. We created this one, we just copied the top one. So both of them will do the same thing. So there's two ways to do it. You can create one from scratch, or you can just find one that already works and move it, copy it to somewhere that you want it to be. So anyway, you want this schedule, and the question was, let me bring it up again. The question was how to, it looks like you are creating a summer schedule for a school system, similar to what we do in our schools. So typically you want a standard day to run, hold on for a second. Okay, here's what the question was. She wanted to know how to make, they want to know how to make a schedule point, and they also want to know how to make a schedule September through May, Monday through Friday, 6 to 5. And then for summer, they wanted to do a different schedule, having 2 start stops. Okay, so that's not too hard to do. What I would do, I would go to your schedule, and your standard day is you want it to be 6 to 5. Standard day you want 6 to 5. So you come over here and edit it. And you want to start this at 6 o'clock. You want it to be active. You want to start at 6 o'clock, and then you want it to end at 5 o'clock. You change that to 5 o'clock. You want to be inactive at 5 o'clock. You want that Monday through Friday, so you will check the apply events to all weekdays. That's what's going to happen. Okay? 6 to 5. So that's going to be your typical schedule throughout the year. Okay. Now you go into summertime. You want this daily schedule to be different. You can, if you so desire, wait until the day that you want to do this, June 1st, because you didn't give specific days, so we'll say June 1st through August. You would wait till June 1st and change this to the schedules that you want. You would just change it. What I would do to automatically start and automatically stop these, and you can have these available for each summer from now on, I would create a different user defined day. So you would come down here to a new defined day, call it what you would like to have it. We'll call it summer schedule. Okay. Holiday is already red, so we'll pick a different color for that, just so we know that it's a summer schedule. Then we would add the start time. You said you want the start time to be 6 in the morning. You want it to be active at 6 in the morning. Then you want to go off at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Change that to p.m. You want to be inactive at 3 p.m. So that takes care of your morning. And then you wanted a half-hour delay before it comes back on. You want it to be off from 3 o'clock to 4:30. So you would add another start time that you wanted to come on at 4:31, 8 p.m. It's going to be p.m. and you want to start at 4:31 p.m. and you want to go off at 6 p.m. So you can have multiple start stops. You can have a bunch of start stops on a single schedule or single event. If you say okay, now that creates an exception day. Now if you go right here and just do a right click and edit that will just bring you back up to where that is, and you can change this if it somehow changes throughout the summer. You want it to run differently. Now to apply these from June through August, you would want to highlight the weekdays, because if you just highlight everything, it's going to run Saturday and Sunday at the same schedule, and you said that's not what you had asked for. So you're going to have to go through the weekdays, highlight the weekdays, do a right click, assign a user defined day, and we'll assign the schedule mode. This is where that color comes in. You can see that it's blue. Then you'll have to do each week, assign summer schedule, so forth and so forth. And just kind of not too bad to do, but just kind of go through this, and that way all these days, and if you keep highlighting these throughout, whenever you want to start and when you want to stop, it will run on this schedule rather than the daily standard schedule. So it will run on this schedule. If it's blue, it will run on this schedule. And once you say apply, once you push apply, that's how that will work. So that is what you asked for. I will say that since it does look like a school application, shutting down for a half hour probably is not the greatest idea. I don't know if you're going to save much energy shutting down for a half hour, because all your equipment's going to be still hot, and you don't like to have hot starts on your compressors and fan motors and such. But that's up to you. I would typically, if it's just a half hour you want this off, I'd just let it run that half hour. But there are some applications that works for. So hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll try to make it somewhat more clear. All right? Thanks.